everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esli from inkeandthebrain, and I am so excited to be sharing this video with you all. This is a look at my Delfonics pouch. This is what I use to house the things that I normally use in my creative journal. It is in here. I will go into all of the things that are kind of housed and carried and tucked into here in a second. Now I will say things do rotate in and out of this pretty frequently, but this is for the most part like tried and true things that I always reach for, at least, especially like all of the things kind of on the outside, and then I change you know, some things seasonally, like some washi tape, some stickers and things like that. But I will give you all an example. I traveled with this a few weeks ago, and this and a couple of magazines are all I took. I have not added or, you know, changed anything since then, and it worked out perfectly fine. I was able to use my journal like I normally would at home, obviously just with a few less things I could reach for. Here in my office, I have way too many supplies that I could, you know, kind of get overwhelmed by, but this is just all the things I really need. You know, quote unquote, I guess, need. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. A few details on the pouch itself. This is the medium size Delfonics pouch in the pink color. I do have the mustard yellow one as well. I am gonna be doing kind of the same type of video on that one, but that is the one I'm using for my planner system. So I'm not 100% kind of into that one yet because it's a 2020 planner. So I will have a video upcoming for that, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. That will be coming in a few weeks, but this is the one that I'm using, like I said, for my creative journal. This is from Etsy. I found this on Etsy from a Japanese seller. They do not have this color on Amazon, at least they didn't when I bought it. They do have a bunch of other colors on Amazon. I will link the yellow one, and if this seller still has this pink one, I will link the pink one as well. And then this is just a palm that I bought on Etsy. I just Googled, or not Googled, I searched on Etsy for palm keychain. This is one of the ones that came up, and I am in love with it. I actually bought another one because this matches the pink the pink on this one perfectly and the mustard one perfectly. So I just, it's so big and fluffy and wonderful, and I'm so obsessed with it. Like I said, I will link the seller down below. I think it's Cozy Feet, Happy Feet, or something like that, but regardless, it'll be linked down there. So let's go ahead and get started into this quickly because I don't want to take too long, because I'm pretty sure Luis is about to get home and Odin's gonna go crazy. So if I have to stop the video midway, that is why. But anyway, first thing I have here are my mild liners, or at least some of the mild liners I have. I'll be honest, this is probably the thing in this whole setup that I reach for the least. I do use these occasionally, but the reason I keep them is because they just add such a pretty pop of color. I love how they look. I absolutely love how they look. So I have to keep them on here. But these I don't reach for too often. And then I have some of my kind of like favorite pens, but let me show you what's in these pouches first. So I have a roll of tape. This is just clear tape. I don't even know like what brand this is. This was just like a random roll of tape. I have no idea where this came from. But it's just like kind of like packing tape. And then I have a teeny tiny stapler. I haven't actually used this, but I do want to keep it on hand just in case I need to attach something to my pages that's maybe a little bit thicker, or like a piece of fabric or something that you know, tape or glue stick won't work with. So I have that there. Then in the center pouch I have a little whiteout. This is my favorite like kind of correction tape type of whiteout. This is the Tombow. I will link these down below. They're my favorite. I buy huge packs of them, like 10 or 12 at a time, because I go through these like crazy. And then this, y'all, I just started using these a few days ago. I had been using the Elmer's glue, and oh my goodness, this is a million times better. If you are struggling with the glue stick, get these. I got them on Amazon. I got like a little pack of 3 just so I could try them out. And I'm obsessed already. Obsessed. They stick so much better. The corners don't like flap up like they do with those Elmer's ones. These are the greatest thing. And then this is actually just, it's a paper clip that my friend Sammy from Artbox Stickers, she made for me. It has a little moon, some crystals, some quartz, I just love this thing. It's just so, so pretty. So I just keep it on here for some decoration. I don't have any pins. I know so many people keep pins on them. I don't have any pins that I love, and I don't want to put anything on here that I don't really truly love. So I have this here as my kind of charm. And then the front three here are probably what I reach for the most. This is what I typically write in my creative journal with. This is the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen. This is in the size S. It is kind of a pretty fine tip, felt tip pen. Oh, is that not going to focus? I'm so sorry. My camera struggles sometimes. But I really like this. I know a lot of people, this is really similar to the like Pigma Micron pens. I prefer these, to be honest. So that's the one I keep here. Then I have a Uniball Jetstream in the 0.5. This is probably everybody's favorite pen to use in the Hobonichi if I'm kind of writing quickly or something that I don't want to be so bold, because this obviously writes quite a bit darker. I use this. This does not smear, does not smudge. You can highlight over it on the Hobonichi paper, and it works really, really well. So if you're just struggling to find a good pen for the Hobonichi, this one is definitely your kind of way to go. It's a ballpoint pen, so if you're used to gel pen, just note this is not going to be quite as dark, but it's really great. It's really smooth. And then this is one of those paint pens that you struggle to open, that you kind of like squish down and it tucks in and the paint pops out. I just use this for kind of random markings on pictures and things. I like having it, kind of having that on hand. I do have a white gel pen. Now I'm scared I'm gonna get white on. Oh, it's fine. I do have a white gel pen in here as well. This is the Uniball Signo. I don't know, it says UM153. Again, anything I can find, I will link down below. So, and if you have any questions, just let me know as well. Then this is it's called Quickie Glue. I really, really like having this. I do have obviously other forms of glue and tape and things in here, but I use these for little embellishments sometimes, or just things that a glue stick would not work with. For example, I have like little butterflies where I just glue the center and I leave the wings flapping up. This, the glue stick would be kind of too big, cumbersome for that, but this, it's perfect. It's like a pen tip, like a rollerball type tip. Oh, sorry about my camera focusing issues, but yeah, it like dispenses glue. It goes on blue when you first spread it out, but then it dries clear. Sorry if you hear whining in the background. That is Odin. Like I said, Luis should be home any minute, and he knows it, so he's whining for his dad. Then I have the Wink of Stella. This is a brush pen. If you're not familiar, this just kind of dispenses. I can put it on. You're not going to be able to see. There's no point. But it's a clear. Basically, it's highlight for your planner. It is tiniest bit of shimmer. It is just so beautiful. They have this in a bunch of different colors. I just have the clear one because typically I'm putting this over color anyway, so I don't feel the need to carry a whole bunch of different ones. But I love this so much. It just adds the perfect kind of gleam, shimmer to basically anything. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with that. And then I do have a bone folder. If you've seen any of my plan with me's, you know how obsessed I am with this bone folder. This is a Teflon bone folder. And I use this for when I am gluing things, like if I put something, a piece of paper so that it doesn't get wrinkly, I just rub this down with this. And this is so smooth, it doesn't scratch any surface. It's amazing, I love it. I'm obsessed with that thing. I do keep a pencil in here. This is just a mechanical pencil. These are just my favorites. I've used these since high school, so I'm just obsessed with these. I love them. I love that they come with like a really, really big eraser. You can kind of scroll that out, roll it out there. So there you have that. I do have a brush water pen or water brush pen. Honestly, I haven't even used this since I kind of set all this up. I just keep it just in case because they're could be a point where I don't have, you know, like a pen cup or a water cup easily available. But I don't prefer to use these, so I don't reach for this very often. I do take this to the park. If you see any of my vlogs and things, you know that Luis and I go to the parks all the time, almost every weekend, sometimes with our dogs or sometimes just to fly. Luis likes to fly airplanes, like remote control airplanes. So I will take a little like table and chair and I will sit there with my journal. And honestly, even then, I take a little cup of water because I don't like to use these. But just in case, I keep it in here. I mean, it doesn't really take up much space that I need, at least. Then I do have another mild liner. This is like a dark gray one, so I don't keep it over here with the colorful ones. I actually reach for this one much more often, so I keep it more with like my most used pens. And then this is a pen that I recently found, y'all. I'm obsessed with this pen. It is called the Pilot Multi-Ball. This pen writes on anything and everything. It writes on glass. Not that I need to write on glass in my like creative journal, but it writes on this tape. Like it writes on top of washi tape. It writes on top of regular like scotch tape, packing tape type material. It writes on everything. So a lot of the times I make tip-ins in my planner with, you know, clear tape, and then I have this whole like edge that I can't use, that I can't write on. So now I can. So this is awesome. I love this pen so much. It dries pretty quickly. It does write really dark like a gel pen, but it dries pretty quickly, and then it doesn't budge after that. It doesn't smear, so it's really good stuff. And then in the back, I actually don't really have much of anything other than this. This is my little washi. I just tucked it back in, but this is my little kind of washi pocket thing. I don't have anything in these pockets. The reason I don't keep anything in these pockets is because I have the inside of this pretty stuffed, and as you can see that it curves out these back pockets. So I have tried to put things in here, but unless they're like pretty flexible, it doesn't work. So I just prefer to keep this part empty. As of right now, I don't need the space. I'm sure if I did need it, I could, you know, manage to like cram more stuff in there. But this is my little washi card holder. I have a lot of seasonal stuff in here, like fall and Christmassy things, just because obviously that's the time of year right now. But I keep some of like my favorites, my most used washis as well. I love having a ton of washi just for little spots that I need to put something decorative or to create tip-ins, things like that. I just love having a variety, and this is awesome because it's tiny. It's teeny tiny. I make the little washi cards myself. I have a bunch of these. I have like there's like a whole other stack over there. If anybody wants to know how to make these, let me know and I can do like a video showing y'all how I make my own little washi cards. Just to have a bunch on hand. And I just switch out the washis, like I said, seasonally, or if I get new washis and I want to make sure I have some, I still have plenty of space in that thing. All right, now opening up the bag. Everybody always talks about how this zipper is like the greatest thing. It is a great zipper. I don't know if it's like exceptional. Like it's a good zipper, don't get me wrong, but it's just a zipper. Like, it's just a good zipper. I don't know, like, you know, it's just there. On the top here, just because it doesn't fit, like, tucked in, because I have it, like I said, pretty stuffed, and I actually really like having this on top because it kind of squares off the bag. But this is kind of the newest addition to my watercolors here. I don't carry this always. I have my kind of tried and true watercolors down here. I'll show you all those in a moment. But these are new and I'm obsessed with them right now, so I have to keep them in here. These are the Paul Rubens. I don't remember the exact name of the palette, but I will link it down below. I got it just recently on Amazon. These are all like metallic colors. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, this is beautiful. Now you see some of these greens here, they look similar, but some of these have like brown undertones. So actually when you use them to color, they come out brown, like olivey green. They're not, some of these aren't as bright as I wish they were. I feel like in the pan they look so much brighter, but the sheen, the little like glimmer metallicness of them is just gorgeous, and I absolutely love them, and I'm just obsessed with them, so I have to keep them in here right now. And my, oh, I didn't show y'all, but my little brush is in here as well. I'm just keeping it in here so it stays protected. Otherwise I have like a little case on it, and then I just tuck it into my bag, like if I don't have this big old case in here. Now in the center pocket, you see this kind of, there's 4 pockets on the side, so 2 on each end here of the pouch, and then 1 big center pocket. In that I keep my creative journal. This is an A6 Hobonichi Techo. I have shown this a whole bunch of times. I have done like flips of this. If you want to see a flip of it, then I will link the playlist up above. I've done an October flip and October and November. I will be doing a December one soon. And as the months go, I will keep doing them at the end of the month. Now, the next thing I have here in the center, actually, I forgot to show y'all this little thing. I wanted to mention this. I don't know why. Did I skip anything else? No. How funny. It's just this. This is, there's no point in me trying to zoom into this because it's so tiny, you're not going to be able to see it. There's a teeny tiny blade at the tip of this. And I use this to, I cut out a lot of things from magazines, and I don't always like to use scissors because then you end up like chopping up the magazine to where there's like pages everywhere, and that just kind of like annoys me. So let's say I just want this guy's head for some weird reason. I can just, well, it went crooked there, but I can just slide this around and cut out a little piece of whatever it is I'm using. I love this little craft knife. It's called ceramic pen cutter. I got this on Jet Pens, and I just love having it for these kinds of pages specifically. I love cutting things out from magazines, and this just makes my life a little bit easier. That way I can go through a magazine super quick and just like, cut instead of like trying to fumble with scissors. So that is just something I keep handy in here. I actually have a pair of scissors in here as well. I don't know why I skipped that also, but I just remembered. These are also from Amazon. I love these because they have a little cover. They stay protected. I don't have to worry about like scissors puncturing my pouch. I would be so sad if that happened. These are hard to get used to because they're so tiny. So at first I was trying to like, use them differently, but if you kind of just get used to how to hold them, they do become quite simple and, non-problematic. They have cute little pattern on them. They're just, they're pretty. It was a pack of 2. I have another pair here. Came with the blue one as well. And they're just these tiny little scissors. I'm pretty sure these would be TSA approved as well, because you can see like the actual part past this is I would say maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches at the most. So pretty awesome if you do a lot of, we travel, but we typically travel by car. We don't really hardly go anywhere by airplane. Anyway, this is the inside of the pouch here. So first I have my HP Sprocket. If you're not familiar, this is a camera printer. They're not like the most beautiful quality pictures. They're definitely not. But this is quick, this is easy, it's simple, and it's super handy, convenient, fits perfectly in these little pockets. So I love having this. I put a lot of pictures in my journal, so I love having that available. Next I have, this is, sorry it's all scratched up, I was like messing with it. Oh, Luis just got home, so Odin is gonna go crazy. So let me actually stop the video and I will be right back. Alright y'all, so this is a little box that Luis made for me. Like I said, I have it all messed up and scratched up. I probably will paint it at some point, but this is where I keep my watercolors. Now this is actually, like, this palette here is from, let me grab the original box. These Koi watercolors. They have these at Michael's. I got mine on Amazon at some point. They are really great quality. Like they're very, very pigmented, especially like for the price. I mean, granted, I'm not like an actual artist, so I don't know how amazing these are truly, but for me, they're perfect. They are very, very pigmented from, you know, what I've experienced with them. But this is too bulky. Like this is a huge box in comparison to this. It's a little less than half the size, and it's the exact same, like the colors were in here, and then it had like space for some little like foam pads and the water brush and things. So I didn't need all that. I just wanted the colors, and I wanted something that fit into my little pouch here perfectly, and it does, and I love it. He printed this for me. And I'm obsessed with it. So it lives in here as well. I love that it fits inside the little pocket perfectly. I love that so much. He made that for me so quickly too. I was like super, super excited about it. But those are the colors. If you want like the actual colors themselves, like if I were to put this in here, my the rest of my things wouldn't fit in here. So that's why I asked him to make that for me. In the center pocket here, I keep this. This is from Tokyo Disney. It's just a little folder. I keep some stickers in here. I have some like seasonal Once More with Love kind of character stickers. I have some word stickers here and like other seasonal things. I have some stickers from my own shop. I have right now some little like snowflakes that I've used as decoration, as well as some little tea bags, just because I'm going through the like David's Tea advent calendar right now. So those are just fun to have on hand. And then these are from Artbox Stickers. They're just, I feel like you're not even going to be able to see that. I'm sorry. But they're little tabs. I haven't decided if I'm going to use that in this planner or in this journal, but I just have them here just in case, and also so I don't lose them. But this is just a nice little pouch. It fits in there perfectly, like width-wise, height-wise. It's perfect for what I need, so it's just nice to have that on hand. And then I have kind of a roll of these glue dots. These are removable adhesives. I use these here. Let me show y'all like a page where I have used these. So I use these when I have like something. I just had the page and now I've lost it. Where'd it go? There it is. Like for example, I have, this is like a little folder, and I have something tucked in here, so I put a little glue dot here. It keeps it kind of like sealed closed, but I can still pop it open. I actually put one on here as well, just so that it would keep this not flapping out as much. Now as the journal like stays closed, these things kind of will hold themselves down. You don't absolutely need to put them, but I just think it's nice because it makes more like a, you know, like, I don't know, I just like sticking some things down sometimes. So keep those in here just to have. And then I have some little decorations. I have a random roll of washi. I actually don't even know why that's in there. I didn't even realize that was in there. I have some tags. Sometimes I just like to, I need like another place to write, and so this is an easy thing to add into my journal. These I believe I got at Michael's. And then I have these things. I don't know what I said. I think these say that they were $1 something, but they ended up being like 70 cents. They were on clearance, and there's little they're little corner stickers to add to pictures and things. They're just little decorative. I think they're cute, so I just have them in here. And then on this side, I have those little pockets, like the one I just showed y'all. It's their little craft paper pockets. Here, let me just open and take one out. I put these in case I want to add something like a little bit more private, like a little note. Or if I have, say like a tiny piece of ephemera, something that I can't glue or staple or tape or whatever down into my journal, I can stick it in here. Like if I want to put a little coin or something, and then I close this down and I put one of those little glue dots, and then it's secure. So I just, you know, I like having these on hand as well. And then that is it. Let me just double check, make sure there's no surprises in here. This is just my, what I already showed you, my watercolors, and that is it. That is everything that is in here. This is everything I kind of keep on hand, keep handy for my journaling. This is, like I mentioned, what I've traveled with. Just things I really, really want nearby. Now, I will say, I do swap some of these things out, like I had mentioned. I don't always keep everything in here. Like, for example, these are newer, these watercolors. But sometimes if I know I'm not going to use those colors and I'm only going to use this, and say I want to do some stamping. So I have some stamp, this is just how I keep my stamps kind of organized in these sleeves. So I have some stamps here, and then I have this little box which has some StazOn, black ink, as well as my stamping block. I just prefer to have them in something. I'm paranoid that this is going to spill. It never has. I'm just paranoid. But this, obviously, you know, you can see it gets dirty. I don't want to get the inside of my pouch dirty, so I keep them in this like random little box. I don't even know where this came from. It was something that probably was going in the trash. But I can slip this into one of these pockets back here if I'm not taking my printer, or if I, you know, whatever it may be. Or I can put this on the top, and this closes the same up here. And then these I will just tuck in like I do my little folder here. So different things that I carry at different times. These are the things I normally swap in and out of my little pouch here. But that is it, y'all. That is everything I carry in here. I hope I gave y'all some ideas. Like I said, make sure to stick around because I will be doing kind of a little tour of my other pouch once I've settled into that one permanently. And I will have absolutely everything that I could possibly link. I will link down below, make it easier for y'all to find some of these things. Let me know if you have any questions. Are you doing anything in your creative journal? Are you watching this video because you already have a Delfonics pouch and you're wanting to know how to set it up? Or are you thinking of getting one? Let me know. I would love to know what you carry in yours. And thank you so much for sticking around watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Bye, everyone.